everybody. Thank you for watching the podcast or listening to the podcast. Tell me your story. This is your podcast host, Chris Baker, and I got a special guest on tonight. And I'll let her tell her name. Go ahead, you tell her your name.
Hi, I am LaTonia Marie. I go by I am the LaTonia Marie. Um, I am a podcaster also, and I have just recently graduated from the Ohio Media School in August.
My goodness. We're going to do like how we always do.
Mhm.
We're going to jump right into this, and we're going to talk about, like, where did it start off for you? Where'd you grow up at?
Where'd I grow up?
Yeah.
I was born in Barstow, California. Lived out here in Cleveland for a while, went to school out here in Cleveland, and then I moved to Vegas, and then I came back to Cleveland.
So what made you decide to come back? You went to Vegas and you came back.
It was my mom because I went to stay with my dad. So, I was like, man, I don't like it out here without mom. So I had to come back and follow mom.
Wait, so when you say you were originally from California, now was that just like
Born?
for a short period of time, or did you move here?
No, I was born and lived in California until I was about 6.
Okay.
And then my parents divorced. I was born on a military base in Barstow, California.
And then so you grew up in Ohio, right?
Yes, I did grow up in Ohio from grade school to junior high. Then I moved to Vegas where my father moved to.
So what was that experience like, kind of going from California, the warm weather, to this unknown weather?
It's still a mess. I'm still never ready for winter. I never have a scraper for my car for the snow. I never am ready for winter coat. I suck in the winter.
Yeah, so I was thinking, what I usually do, I don't even have like a scraper. Well, I do, but what I do for mine is I just turn on the car, turn it on blast, and just let
Right.
it sing, man. So when
Go
I
sit
come
down a
out
little
there,
bit.
I just come out there and I just turn on the wipers, whoosh, and it just takes it right off. Then I can be on my
Definitely.
way, just start driving.
That's what I would usually be doing too because I never have a scraper. And I'm like, oh, just go warm up the car.
Just warm it up, man. Turn it on blast. That's it. So anybody that's watching right
Right.
now that doesn't like wintertime, there's a little secret for you. But if you're in a
What's
crazy neighborhood, if you can lock your doors, go ahead. Go
that?
ahead then. Be smart. Don't let nobody take your car.
Right. Right. Say know your neighborhood before you let it run.
Yeah, because that's the last thing you want to do is warm up your car and you're warming up for somebody else to take it right down the street.
Well, at least don't make it a kid because they stealing kids left and right.
Yeah, the Kia,
Yeah.
man, they're nice. Real good on gas too. There you go.
Right.
Point made.
hmm
So what was your school like when you first got into it?
School, little school or media broadcasting school?
I would say just like elementary up into that point.
Elementary was really cool because I'm from the west side of Cleveland. So I didn't have to worry about getting bussed in and things like that. So we always walked to school, was able to walk around in the neighborhood and not have to worry about being like totally abducted. I was raised in a good time.
Okay.
Right.
So then in high school, how was it from there?
High school was iffy because I left in junior high and started high school in Las Vegas. So they had like off campus lunches. Basically, they were like Saved by the Bell and all that stuff you would see on TV.
I could see that.
And you get to go off campus. You get to have all type of a la carte meal and special meals. It was like wonderful. Then I get back here and it was like jail. I was like, oh my God. I thought high school was gonna be better. I come back to Cleveland schools and I'm like, what? This all we getting? Dry, pasty pizza.
Yeah, you want to have
So yeah.
luxury meal, so now all of a sudden you're like, what the heck is this? This is a plastic piece of pizza? Is this even real?
Exactly, because we would get pizza from there. They have fresh hamburgers and I come back and I was like, oh, so high school's really gonna be like that. So when I go back to Cleveland, it's gonna be good. We're gonna have off campus lunches because you in high school. None at all. They say eat this burger.
You went from first class straight to the trash.
Yeah. Like, man, I'm gonna just have to brown bag it. Like, I don't care how poor I look. I'm gonna brown bag it because this ain't the ticket.
See, it wasn't so bad where I was at. We were just kind of like an hour from Cleveland, out here in York
Hmm.
area, Sandusky area. And I mean, we had decent meals. I wouldn't say luxury, but it was decent. It was okay.
Right.
Nothing I
I
would
mean, there
say I
was
was
some
crazy.
things. There's some things that will be like edible, but compared to when you getting some really good fresh food and made food versus that process, you really do notice it. They do have better foods out there in lunch menus.
Taking better care of their students and where they're
They
they were
do.
eating.
And it was so crazy because Michelle Obama did a study about who has like the worst or the best school lunches. And a lot of places that you thought would have nasty lunches have really good lunches. I was like, what the heck? Go to school there.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, just when you talk about the Vegas schooling and having these luxury meals, I'm like,
Right.
what is that like? What was that like during that time period?
Right. That's what
You're
fresh
not even thinking
pizza.
about it. But being in there,
Hmm.
like, dude, they're feeding them good out there. I'm like, I might take a trip out there and see what it's about.
Yeah, that was the place I first had ranch. They gave you ranch for the burgers and the fries. I was like, ranch, what's this? And I tasted that, I was like, it was like unicorns just went on.
Well, I'm glad to hear I'm not the only one that likes ranch with fries. I think it's amazing. It's an incredible combination. If you ain't hip to it, get to it now.
Get to it now, get your life.
That's the best stuff. So,
Yeah.
once you got done with high school, you graduated. Did you know right away
Mm.
what you wanted to do with your career? Or
Yeah. I've had several careers. So when I first got out of high school, I went and did hair. So I've been a licensed cosmetologist for a very long time.
I'm about to hit you up sometime.
Most definitely. Look, I used to manage Great Clips, believe it or not.
Really?
Manage Great Clips. I've worked at several of them, that are that type of chain. So, yes, I'm a hair cutter extraordinaire.
Great clips, though, man. That's awesome. Yeah, you definitely give me the side cut, the little buzz, the ones on the
That's
side.
right, number one thing.
Just do a comb over.
You love that. No coming over, just leave it.
I'm just easy.
But yeah. But after I got out of hair school, I've done hair for a long time. Then I went into daycare and hospitality. I also tried nursing and things like that, like working at a nursing center and nursing homes, but I couldn't do that. I was too weak. I wasn't strong enough because it takes a really strong person to do that and deal with sick people and dying people. So that wasn't for me.
No, I know what you're talking about because I was a medical assistant for a
Hmm.
little bit. I trained in that and did that. And like you said, if you're a people person and you can connect with people really quickly, that is
Right.
not the field you want to be in. Especially, I mean, even if you are a strong person, that stuff wears on you. I mean, you end up
It does, especially.
finding yourself alone. I mean, that's what happened to me. That's why I had to get out of the healthcare field. My hat's off to people that are in it, but for me,
Yes.
I did it for about 3 years, and
Mm-hmm.
being a part of that field, man, it's awesome. It's a great experience. You get to meet incredible people, and like you said, though, the tough part is that losing battle. You get used to getting into the routine
Exactly.
of stuff. You get into the routine of stuff, and meeting with your
Right.
patients at certain times when you're feeding them as well, and you get that connection, that one-on-one time, and then you get it like a routine, and then eventually comes a day
Mhm.
where you get so used to this routine. A day comes and it's 12 o'clock, and you're like, all right, I'm going to see you. I'll just make up a name, Mr. Bird. Mr. Bird, we're going to go have some one-on-one, Mr. Bird. And then that's when somebody breaks the news to you. He's like, Chris, you didn't hear? Mr. Bird's gone.
Mhm.
He's gone. He passed. Like, oh, no,
Yeah.
man, that's not cool. I don't want to hear that. And then,
Right. Like, dang, man,
yeah,
it's a lot. So I had to get out of that because my heart wasn't strong enough, and I was like, it was really beating me up, like for real. So then after that, I've just been moseying around, doing little things in between with working with children and working at schools. And, after my last stint, I worked at a Catholic school, so I've been cool there for a while. And, I just help the kids, do little teacher's aid, little something simple, to keep them interested and to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing versus just acting wild and not having any purpose. So I help out with classrooms and stuff. And then when Corona hit, I did the Ohio Media School because I didn't know we had 2 rounds of the Corona shutdown for our school. So I was like, I gotta find something that I like to do, and that if I don't have to leave, I don't have to leave. So it was like, ding, ding, ding. All your friends and all that be talking about, girl, you so crazy. You need your own show. So yeah, make your own show. And here I am today.
So, what was it like when you went to Ohio Media School?
It was really, really exciting. I got to do a lot of fun internships. I got to meet a lot of interesting people like Don Action Jackson. He used to do 105 radio.
Hmm.
He's on there. He's over there teaching at the Ohio Media School, and it's really a large quality of like radio stars that you never knew, but it's like, wow, you're there. And they do hook you up with a lot of opportunities. I mean, a lot of opportunities
Go ahead,
from
tell us the
internships.
opportunities.
Yeah, like internships to they'll do like something maybe with uh, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they did the All Star Game, and they have videos, and it's a lot going on, and I really appreciate that.
Where'd you do your interns at?
I did one internship for Dennis Cash at the Living Legends Award over at the Civic Center, Mayfield Silver Center.
Okay.
Um, I do a internship with 1891 and Vibe Media Collective with Jimmy Berger. And I also did, what was the other one? I know I did another one. Oh, I did Kentucky Derby. Me and my girlfriend went and did at a Kentucky Derby last year. Stella Girl with Stella Girl Entertainment. And what else? I mean, we did the rib burn off. That was the other one we did. The rib burn off with our teacher.
Give me a taste of what it was like when you first did your first gig.
It was wild because it was like I really didn't know anybody so like in the field for the living legends. So I was like, oh, I was meeting these people, and they were dressed, and we were all dressed, and I'm just talking like regular people. But then somebody would come and whisper to me and be like, oh, that's so and so. I'm like, oh, really, so and so.
Like,
But
who was that?
right, like, look, you're not gonna. I don't want to be sitting up here like I'm like then I'm going to look like, oh, that's so and so. So it was really good because it was a lot of stars and it was a lot of good people and just a lot of being able to see people do their craft and how things can come together in less than 2 hours. You like, boy, this is what you've been talking about for all these workshops, and in 2 hours it's put together, and it's like, wow, that was really amazing.
So, did they teach you? Did they teach you how to act around like certain people when you like?
Well, they expect by you being an adult, you don't get too super starstruck, but you do show that you're humble and that you appreciate them, and they teach you, they don't just click on it, but they let you know you're a representation of us. So if you're out here misbehaving and trying to use our name, it's not gonna work. Or we set you up with this and you're not doing right. They won't play. They will not set you up with anything else per as representing them. You'll have to find it more on your own versus just being it told to you like, hey, this, and this is going on. You should come and do this, this, and that. So they are really on the etiquette there.
So when you first applied, how long was it before you were like thrown into the field?
Oh my goodness. We started like right off the bat with just making our own things as far as assignments. We had to do voiceover commercials. We had to do ads for different type of scripts. We had to learn how to write a script. We had to learn how to hold and work the camera. All those type of things that we had to learn how to do. But it was like immediately. It's definitely hands on and fast paced.
I could imagine.
Yeah, it is. We've made a music video. We did like half of like PSA commercials. It's been really good and really fast paced. Like I said, very fast paced.
Now, was this something you did like your entire life, or was it just you just had it
No,
gifted with you? So when you first showed up, you were just like, "I'm good to go. Let's rock and roll."
yeah. I mean, I did drama in high school and whatnot, but no, it was just really for the fact that I have such a big personality with my family and friends. And it's like, girl, they was just like, girl, you need to go get paid for it because you you are just so much. And it's like you're so animated and it's like so funny. I'm like, I'm not trying to be funny, but they like, girl, you're hilarious. But it's like we're always laughing and joking and having a good time kicking. And it's like some of the things you say we wouldn't believe it unless you heard it. So it's like, I'm like, well, you know what it is, and they're like, you know what? That's the only way I can think about it now. So
Now, for
that's how it is with us.
the listener or watcher, they want to know what voiceovers can you do?
Oh, I love to do anime. So if you gave me a character they're looking for, but I think I have a better off because of my voice range to do like the low tune characters like Luffy from One Piece or Zoro, or even like uh dude from Code Geass, License, him from Code Geass, like, one of the lower like teenage boy tones because I have a lower tone.
All right, let's get a feel for it. Can you do it like right off the rip, or
Let's see here. Because I don't know all the lines, because you're usually watching your anime and saying it at the same time. So with Luffy is like, I'm gonna be king of the pirates, or he's like, ah! Dragon Ball, all that stuff. So we'll be like Super Saiyan 5. When we go all into those type of things and we laugh and joke, and we'll do Piccolo like, oh, Goku, and then we do a lot of Vegeta where he's like, Kakarot, how dare you be with this lowly human, things like that.
I think that Vegeta's probably like the funnest one to do though.
He is because you could just be extra with Vegeta and just say all type of just mean disses, and it just comes out like, well, it's Vegeta.
Hey, that's what he does, man. That's what Vegeta's all about.
Yeah, he does. He keeps it real with him, and he lets them know.
Here, do one real quick. I want to hear it.
Uh, let's see. Kakarot, this puny battle will not ensue. And then you got, my boy Freezer. He's like, oh, you dirty little apes. When he was talking about the saying.
You did it, little ape.
Yeah, I called them dirty little apes.
So do you have you been accredited to any shows? Have you been on any cartoon shows?
No, not cartoon shows as of yet. I am still searching and perfecting my craft. More so, I've just been doing podcasting and hosting or emceeing, guest co-hosting, things like that.
That's cool. Do you have your own show?
But yes, I do have my own show. It's called Tongue in Cheek. It is a podcast where we talk about adult conversation.
Oh, okay. So tell me a little bit more
Yes,
about the podcast.
we just have like certain topics. So say me and my girl or me and my homie, we're talking, and we might be talking about one of my topics is community ping pong. And with that, it's like, you got to tune in to see what is ping pong and what is it about the community. So it's like we're talking about the daily issues. Say you just are dealing with something, and you're like, man, this sucker trying to run this on me with this little game, and he had this. We just give no holds barred. We'll talk about it. Came in lane, talk about you was gonna blow your chick back out. She left out like looking at you to the side, like, should have kept that. We talk about we talk about if you know somebody who got a couple dollars, got a little high body count, but it's good, you run fast, and I'm like, girl, that was a good one. You better go get there. We just talk about it all.
Now, is it just you and your friend, or do you invite other
Well,
people on the show?
I invite anybody on. Anybody is welcome to come and join, So with my internet handles that I give you, anybody is willing to come and join. I do have a Facebook group that I just started for my podcast. So, you'll be able to ask your questions, comment on questions or the topic that's going to be airing on the show, that type of thing. And, it's not just for females, it's for males, females, whatever your letters are after your orientation, is for everybody.
So when can they listen to your podcast? You do it like
I try
every
to
day?
record on Wednesdays. I usually try to get it out by Sunday because you want to do your editing and things. So I try to get it out by Sunday because nothing good is on Sunday. So I try to, like I said, I try to record Wednesdays, get it out by Sunday. And it's on Spotify, it's on Anchor, it's on Google Podcasts, and a few more. What is it? Radio City, I believe it's on also, and a
Dang,
couple more that Anchor streams through.
you're on the big time, man.
I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying to do something with my newfound love.
Is there anything else you got up your sleeves besides the podcast?
Yeah, hopefully I'm looking for a few acting roles with fellow artists who are out here in Ohio, who do a few movies and things. I'm looking to do we'll do a few lines with them on there or show my talent. I'm just open and trying to enjoy everything that this industry has to bring me as of right now. So I'm trying a little bit of everything.
Anyone in particular that you're interested in?
I, actually, that would be like saying, "Oh, girl, who's your favorite?" Be like Drake, your crush. But no, anyone I'm interested in, I just want to see what people have to offer. Like I would always love to work for Tyler Perry, or I would always love to work for doing something with Oprah, or even Quentin Tarantino if he still wants to do things, and people like that. You always want to work for them people. But I even want to work with the small people who are just kicking off their ideas and pitching them to the bigger companies. So I just like good talent and I like good art.
All right, I can see that. What do you got up your sleeves? You got any like movies or TV show ideas that you want to do in the future?
Yeah, I think I do. I have a couple of shows that I'm working on and want to pitch. I can't say too much because we know how ideas get out in the universe, so we gotta. But yes, I have a few, and I'm I have one because I'm a big British TV fan. I like British TV too, so I generally watch a lot of British television and Canadian television and Aussie TV as well with my anime. But I have a lot of little ideas as just watching movies and TV of like, oh, I'd like to make a spin-off of this, or oh, they should do this with this season because it would be better.
So, is Dragon Ball Z your favorite, or what is your favorite?
As long as okay, as long as I've been watching anime, if I had to pick my all-time favorite, it would be Baki the Grappler. I absolutely love Baki the Grappler.
Now,
The
kind of
old one, the new one that's on Netflix.
for the people that don't know what that is, kind of tell us
Ooh, if
about
you
it.
don't know what that is, you got to get your life with Baki. Baki is a anime. It's a martial arts mixed fighting anime. So it's basically like a sports anime or action. So you get to go and you watch Baki's journey as he's training to be able to demolish his father, Yajiro Hama, my favorite. He is just like the most radical bad guy I've ever met in my life. It's like you want to hate him so much, but his way of thinking and his power is like so strong. It's like, well, damn, I guess you are right. But Baki goes down the path of trying to learn to be a martial artist and going up against different people. And it's basically like a grown up version of like Dragon Ball, where we fight, but now we can be friends, or we fight and I learned a lot from you. And but it's very mature, very adult. It's awesome.
It
You got to check it out.
kind of reminds me of the show Samurai Jack. I don't know if you remember that one. Kind of
Yes,
like same
Samurai Jack.
storylines.
Yeah, but it's even more explicit than Samurai.
I think he actually just came that show actually just came back and it was a little more intense. I don't know if that was
Hmm.
true,
Hmm.
but I think so. I think I've seen something about Eclipse that they.
Yeah, there was a lot more blood in the most recent one that they had. And they were even talking about trying to make a live action for Samurai Jack.
I can imagine that, man. Now is the time.
I
Now is
know.
the time to do it.
Now is the time. So the remake is on. Everybody wants to do a remake or something. So yes, now is the time, definitely.
All right. So, what everything coming up next? What should we expect coming out of you?
Coming out of me next, expect more of my podcast, tongue in cheek. Expect me to start doing a little more live filming and on spot podcasts from where I'm going and what my day may be bringing before I do the other things. So, be prepared for that to see a little more of me versus just hearing a little of me.
We start seeing voiceovers from you, hearing voiceovers, I should say. Hearing,
That's right. Say, hey, I remember that voice.
like, wait a minute. Yeah, she was on. Yeah, I know her. She's from Tongue in Cheek.
Yeah,
Tongue
that
in
was
Cheek.
on your story.
That's Lay from Tongue in
Most
Cheek, man.
definitely.
Now, how did they reach out?
Right.
How did they reach out to your podcast to be a guest?
To my podcast to be a guest. I also apply for guesters, so they help you up with guests. But to apply for mine, personally, you could go on Facebook, which is LaToniaMarie Campbell, or you could go on my Instagram, which is I am the LaToniaMarie. I am the LaTonia Marie and LaTonia Marie Campbell on Facebook. And you can also request to become a member on Facebook for Tongue in Cheek. And that's tongue, TONGUE, with the and sign and then cheek, CHEEK. And it's on Facebook.
Now, is that a good way in getting in contact with you, getting in touch with you? How can people get a hold of you?
Yes, definitely. Messenger, uh, DM directly. I check it periodically all through the day, 3, 4 times a day, in between doing my day. And it's like, okay, that's third time a day. Now let me check again. It's third time in this group of time. So yes, I'm constantly checking.
All right. That's good. We're all finished here.
Oh,
I know. It was so quick.
this was so fun.
But it was awesome. Truly honored and humbled to have you on the show. Just to learn
Me
about,
too. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
yeah, just learn about your background and just where you came from, Vegas, California, Ohio, to the media
Yeah.
world.
It's hard. It is so hard out here because I get a lot of people saying that I don't act like them, but I'm like, yeah, I understand. I might not act like y'all, but that's because I'm a West Coast girl. West Coast and West Side.
West Coast, West Side.
Yeah, that's right.
Other than
But it
that,
was really an honor to do this with you. Thank you so much.
it's truly an honor just to have you on. And anybody that's watching and listening right now, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching and listening and making this even possible.
Mhm.
If
That's
you
right.
would like to
Thank
be
you
my
so much. And I hope to have you on Tongue in Cheek.
yeah, you could be on her podcast next. Or if you want to tell
Hmm.
your story and come on here just like how she did, feel free to message me. We'll make it possible. We'll make it history, man. That's what it's all about. It doesn't matter who you are. You can be on this show. Doesn't matter where you're at in the world. Let's make it possible. Let's make it happen. Other than that, that's Chris. This is her. That's all we got for today. It was quick.
Have a good one, people.
Peace out.
Well, hello, my people. It's a beautiful day, beautiful evening, and a beautiful month almost. So we're going to jump right into it. I am your host, the LaTonia Marie,